How I select my clothing / wardrobe as a 72-year-old. If you want to know, stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. I thank you so much for being here today, and I want to give a warm welcome to all of my new subscribers, and that same warm welcome to my tried and true followers. I appreciate you all so very much. Well, let's talk about how I select my clothing and the choices I make for me as a 72-year-old woman who will be 73 in May. Number one, I listen to no one. I really don't. I know what I like. I know what I feel good in. Now, that doesn't mean it's the latest and greatest style or a trend or something like that, but it's what works for me. And when I say I listen to no one, I mean the videos that say someone my age should not be wearing this or that because this looks too old, this looks too young, this makes you look too fat, this makes you look too frumpy, things like that. I could care less if I look frumpy, and I hate that word, but if I do, that's okay. It feels good and looks good to me, and that's all I need to worry about. Number two, I dress for comfort. At my age, I don't worry about all the things that are supposed to be in style or make you look good and all those things. I dress for comfort. It's important to me that I feel good every day, that I feel good in my clothing, that they're not restrictive, that they don't keep me from doing certain things. So comfort is number one for me. Number three has to be lifestyle. We all dress differently according to our lifestyle. Now, I'm retired. I'm a homebody. I like to do things in and around the house. I love to be outside. I love to clean. There's many things I love to do, but that is my lifestyle. I don't want to be in jeans every day or have a belt on because a belt looks better. That's not comfortable and that doesn't suit my lifestyle. I don't want to wear certain things. I do not like to wear sweaters, the kind you pull over your head, or maybe have a turtleneck or something like that. Because when I get going during the day, I can work up quite a sweat depending on what I'm doing. I've talked before about dancing around my house. I love to dance. And when the mood hits me, and it's every day, but sometimes a couple times a day, then I'm going to dance, and I'm going to dance up a storm, and I'm going to get warm. So if it's just a cardigan where I can pull it off quickly, that's great. But not a long sleeve, turtleneck, heavy sweater. I find myself getting into things during the day that maybe I hadn't planned on doing. Maybe I get a bug like, oh, I want to clean out all these lower cabinets. So I'm going to be sitting on the floor and I'm going to be digging into cabinets and things. I don't want something on me that I wouldn't want to clean in, or I'm going to get too warm. I may start off the day with a cardigan sweater, but underneath I'm going to have a tank top on because I love to walk, I love to be outdoors, I love to do a lot of things, and sometimes you can get pretty warm doing them. So I want something that I can just take off. I don't have to pull off over my head and then change tops. Underneath of that, I have a tank top or a cami top or something like that, and that works for me. The next one would be, and I don't know if it's number 3 or 4, I've lost count, but anyhow, that would be being myself, dressing me. I know what I look like, or I want to look like, or I've always looked like. I don't want to represent anyone else or look like someone else just because it's popular or it's in or anything like that. I want to wear things that reflect me and my personality and who I am, who I'm known for. I'm the old girl who's known for shorts and cowgirl boots and leg warmers a lot of the times. Things like that. I mean, stuff that is different that maybe the average person doesn't wear on a daily basis, but I do. And I have for years. And I've never had a reason or a desire to change that. I'm happy with it. So I definitely dress for me. The next one is I don't care about trends. Not one bit. I don't believe I've ever gone out and bought something just because it was trending or everybody else was buying it. When I look at clothes, they have to appeal to me and to my lifestyle and the things I've talked about and what represents me. Things that make me feel true to myself. So that's how I buy clothing or make my choices on what I'm going to buy. There is one thing I bought that was, I guess you would call it trendy, maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, could have been longer, that, it became a thing. Everybody was wearing it. And it was like a denim jacket, like a blue jean jacket. I did buy one at Walmart, and I've only worn it one time because it just isn't me. There's nothing wrong with it. They're cute. You can wear them with anything, over dresses or tank tops or with shorts, whatever you want to do. It just isn't my style. So that's what I mean when I say, I have to pick things that I know I'm going to wear and that I feel good in. And I just don't follow the trends at all. There's nothing wrong if you do. And if you like to try different things to see how they would work for you, that's perfectly fine. It just never works for me because I know what I like. I stick with what I like. So there's no point in me falling into trends that are going to come in and go right back out. The next one is color. I know many people are into colors. What colors look best on you? What colors may wash you out? Or if you're a warm tone or a cool tone, what colors you should wear? I don't care. I don't know if the color I have on is going to wash me out or not. I don't care if it's a cool tone and I'm a warm or vice versa. I just don't care. I like colors and I wear all colors. And if they make me feel good and I like them, I'm going to wear them. A lot of people say like blondes, especially people that are more like yellow blonde like I am, shouldn't wear yellow. Well, I like yellow, so I'm going to wear yellow. So I don't let colors dictate if I'm going to buy something or not. The next one would be undergarments. I don't like them. I don't wear any shapewear at all. Now, I know many people do, and if you feel like you want to or need to and it makes you feel better and look better in your clothing, that's perfectly fine. I'm just talking about me. Because comfort and lifestyle are very important to me at my age, then I don't want to feel something tight and squishing me all together and all that. I just don't like it for me. The same with bras. I know they say wear a good bra, and a bra that's very supportive, and that your bust should be, pulled up to where they hit kind of the middle of your arm. They should line up about right here. Who even looks? I don't look. I don't like bras that have hooks in the back, that have support, that have wires, that have anything. I don't like bras, period. That's why I wear bralettes. Now, granted, I don't have much in the bust area, so I don't need a lot of support. But what I have, isn't where it used to be. I don't care how small busted you are, everything still heads south. Do I care if my bust is pulled up and even with the center of my upper arm? No. I could care less. I don't worry about stuff like that. I realize many of you who are larger busted, you need that support. And so you may have to wear a regular bra with, wires or whatever type support you have. And that's okay because that suits you and your situation. For me, it just doesn't matter. I just don't care. Because again, it's all about comfort for me. And the next one is quality over quantity or quantity over quality. I definitely don't go for quality over quantity. I'm not into quality clothing that's going to last me many years and hold up for many years. Now, I know that's important to many people, and I understand, and especially if you work and you're out in the public or in corporate America, you have to have a certain look and you want your garments to hold up under, washings and dry cleanings and things like that. Again, because of my lifestyle, none of that matters to me. I like a variety. I like things that are, just different, that suit me. And I love to shop at Walmart, TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls. I can get some really good quality clothing there at those places for a discounted price. But if it comes from Walmart or some other, like Ross or some other store, I could care less what the quality is. Now, I'm not going to buy a piece of junk that's all ripped up or it's going to shrink the first washing and looks like it'll fit a baby doll or something like that. But I just like variety. So that just isn't something that's important to me. I like cute things, what I consider cute. Now, many people don't like the cute look, especially in their 70s like I am, but I do. I always have, and I still do, and I'm not going to change it. I understand many people like a classy look, and wow, they really do look classy. That has never been me. The preppy look, I have never worn the preppy look. Not all through my life, not through school, high school, any of that. Many people love it and they look fantastic in it. It just isn't me. I like ruffles, I like bows, I like sparkly things, I like fringe, I like, fluttery sleeves, baby doll tops, and things like that. Some of you may say, well, that's not really appropriate for somebody in their 70s. Well, first of all, who defines what is appropriate and whose rule is that? The bottom line is it is not my rule, and I don't care about it because it's what I like. It's who I am. It's how I feel my best. So that's where I stand on that. And the last thing I want to talk about are covering our arms and our legs. Most people over 70 and maybe even over 60, you start to lose elasticity in your skin. The sun damage from years before really starts to show up. You get that crepey look. Your skin just looks like crepe paper. Your skin gets thin. It bruises easier. If you bump into a wall, you get these big bruises. And then your legs, they get discolored. They get white spots and brown spots, and you know what I'm talking about. But I don't cover it up. Now, I have to admit, my arms bothered me the most of all. A few years ago they really took a dive. My skin really started showing its age. I was so bothered by the crepiness in my arms. I could just see it. You can't tell maybe as much on camera, but in person, oh my gosh, it looked like strings of spaghetti. Like the skin was looked in strings or something to me. It was so noticeable, and it really bothered me. Well, then the spots on the legs got more noticeable, and the wrinkles above the knee got more noticeable. Then the crepiness was showing up on my upper leg area. And then I thought, what the heck? I don't want to be at the end of my life and regret that I didn't do the things that I wanted to do, that I wasn't as free as I wanted to be, or as comfortable as I wanted to feel. I don't want to go out in warm weather and have my arms covered up and have long pants on or long shorts that go to the knee or below the knee to cover my legs. I don't want it. I can't help it if my legs and arms look crepey and spotted and everything else. But I figure if nobody wants to look at it, they don't have to. They don't have to like it. I look at it, I can see it, but I decided to let that go because I didn't want it to stop me from really enjoying that part of my life, being able to feel free, to not have to wear a ton of clothes and always be trying to cover something up. I don't want that to be a regret of mine on my deathbed. I want to enjoy my life every day. And if today it's sunny and 80 or 85 and I just want to be outside all day long, I'm going to have my shorts on and my tank top with my crepey skin, with my spotted legs and everything else. And I'm going to feel good because in the long run, none of that's going to matter. More things are going to keep happening as I continue to age. And then what am I going to do? Cover myself from head to toe? Put yourself inside of a paper bag and just cut 2 little circles out so that you can see? Not this girl. Take me as I am because that's what I'm doing. I'm taking me as I am. And I hope that you have the freedom to do that for yourself. I realize we all get to different places in our lives at different times. You may not be where I am, or maybe you are. And if you are, please let me know in the comments section how you feel about these things. It's okay if certain things still bother you and you're uncomfortable, because remember what I said, comfort is the number one thing and you have to be comfortable in your own skin. So if you're not comfortable showing your arms or legs or whatever it is, then stick with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, at my age and now in my life, I've had to let all that go. Or every day I'm going to find something new that has changed, and I'm going to think, oh my gosh, now what am I going to do with that? I don't have time to think of what am I going to do with that, and I don't want to waste my time thinking of what am I going to do about that. You know what I'm going to do about that? I'm going to accept it, I'm going to embrace it, and I'm just going to live my life to suit me. Well, that's all I have to say today, but now I want to leave you with an inside beauty tip. My inside beauty tip today comes from John 1:16. From his fullness we have all received grace upon grace. What that means to me is that God's grace is just overflowing and abundant. He gives us grace in all things. There are so many biblical passages that refer to grace and what it means. So I wanted to take that word grace and apply it to something that we may consider doing for ourselves. And that is, give yourself grace. Don't be so critical of yourself. Don't compare yourself to others. Don't judge yourself on your choices of how you choose to dress or clothe your body, or whatever your fashion sense or style may be. Give yourself grace to have permission and freedom to wear and dress the way you want to. Don't let others dictate how you should look. How are they the authority on you? You are the authority on you. And it's not just based on how you look on the outside. It's, again, very important to how you feel as far as comfort, as far as freedom, as far as enjoying your life and what suits you. It doesn't have to suit everybody. That doesn't matter. It's what works for you. I wouldn't let the thought cross my mind if I saw someone in what I consider a really cute outfit. They just look really cute. I wouldn't think, wow, they look so cute. But cute isn't so good on someone over 70. Who cares what your age is? I wouldn't look at someone who is dressed just eloquently, beautiful outfit that looks fantastic on them, and think, oh my gosh, how well put together that person looks, even though they're overweight. No way. That doesn't matter either. Rely on who you are, how you feel, and the freedom you have. All these things are your choice. They're nobody else's choice but yours. And as long as you feel good, keep doing what you're doing. I thank you so much for being here today. I truly do appreciate it. And until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya.